Hey there, and welcome to the Music Theory Introduction. If you have not yet answered the question of what you think music theory is, then please stop watching this video and go and answer that. Pause it now because I'm about to answer it. Last chance, please do that. There's no going back. Remember, there's no wrong answer. So music theory is actually an incredibly broad term that simply means this: how music is made. And that's it. So that refers to notation, composition, genres and styles, how to perform, and almost anything else. So what we are going to focus on in this music theory course is how modern musicians create songs at its most basic level. And that is how they construct chords. So if you think at the end of this course you're going to be like the next Beyonce and whoever else is popular now, you're not going to be that yet. They have had years of musical training, and sometimes they don't even write their own songs. So anyway, that's what we will do right now. So I'm actually going to give you a quick demo of kind of where we're going to end up. So first of all, chords are made from notes that are built on 7 different notes within a key signature. So up here on the screen you will see a C, middle C, and then we've got a D and an E, F, G, A, B. We're back to a C. Now these are also known in our choir world as Do, Re, Mi, Fa, So, La, Ti, and then we're back to Do. So if you count those, there are actually 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're back to 8. So if I built chords on these, the most basic chord is a chord that's built on major thirds. So if we have this note right here and I add a major third to it, it's going to be an E and then another perfect fifth above the first note, and then we have a G. If I would take this whole chord, and I need to select all of it, 1 second. So this is essentially like a Do chord, and if I shift all of this up, what's going to happen is I'm going to create a Re chord. Okay, it's not letting me do that. I don't know why. Here we go. There it is. If I shift it up, it's going to be a Re chord, and then a Mi chord, and then a Fa, So chord, a La chord, Ti chord, which actually are not used very much, and then another version of a Do chord just written in some different notes. So if I take these, I'm going to start with a Do chord. The next chord I'm going to make is going to be a So chord, and it's built on the 5th member, and then we still have major third and perfect fifth, and then we go to a La chord, which is actually going to be a minor chord. I'll talk about that here in a second. And then we have a Fa chord, and I'm going to end with a another Do chord. So if I play these on the piano, you're going to hear Do chord, and then a So chord, La chord minor, and then Fa chord back to major, and then we'll end with a Do chord. So I can take these and put them in different orders. For example, here's a Do chord. I'll fill this out with some more notes. Go down to a La chord, then to a Fa chord with some extra added notes, just to make it interesting, and then back to a So chord, and then a Do. I can put those in any order. I can even add in a Re chord. So here's a Do chord, Fa chord, La, here's the Re chord, and then a Do, or sorry, a So chord, and a Do. So I can put those in any order and start to construct songs in that way, and I can also add extra notes that don't traditionally fit into those normal chords. For example, I'll play a Do, La, Fa, and So, but I'm going to add extra notes, more extra notes for interest, and kind of create rhythms on the fly as well. So there's some extra added chords in there. Now I'm using the same chord progression you see on the screen. I'm changing keys here on the piano. We have a Do chord, So chord, La chord, Fa chord, and a Do chord. Adding some more rhythms and stuff to that, I get this. and I just made a Journey song. So that is kind of the most basic level, and that's what we're going to get to here by the end of the class, second or third week of May. So if you kind of followed that and you feel like you kind of have a handle on that, what that might look like, then I would actually recommend digging into the college level stuff that I will create, especially if you think that you're going to do music in college, either as a major or minor. This will be incredibly beneficial for you because choir students are actually the worst at music theory at a college level, because we don't actually have to learn to read music. And actually, a lot of other choir teachers don't even teach you as much as I have with sight reading and note reading and that kind of stuff. So you guys will be better off, but band instruments, like band students, have to learn to read. If you play piano, you have to learn to read because you need to know how to, like, what notes to press or what keys to push and that kind of stuff. So most college programs have a course that weeds out students who aren't good and can't handle it, and that is the first semester of music theory. When I was a freshman, we had about I think 12 to 15 students in music theory, and by music theory 4, there were 2 of us left. So there's a lot of things that I can help you with if you want to do that in college. So if that made a good amount of sense, then I'd recommend going that. If I lost you at a certain point, I hopefully it made some sense to you, especially the part about like the do chord or the fa chord, then this should hit the sweet spot for you. If you have no clue about any of this, like I just lost you as soon as I started talking about notes on the staff, then it will probably take more than the 1 to 2 hours per week that I expect this will be. So if that's you, please let me know, and I might recommend something else for you. So I'm really glad we have a chance to do this and to further our music knowledge together. Stay tuned in Monday or Tuesday of next week. It'll probably be Tuesday. On Monday, I'm going to do the history part, the history class that I'm doing with others. Stay tuned on Tuesday for sure of next week with our first lecture and assignment. So I will see you then. Stopping now.